Hey, it's Mo. It's September, yes, but that means in the makeup world it's holiday release time. So there'll often be little sets, or sometimes there's limited edition collections, that kind of thing. Or you might just want to try several like color products from a brand and it's in cute packaging and you don't have to have a reason. You just like it and you want to buy it. That is kind of what we're talking about today, actually. One thing that I didn't think I had any interest in, I actually ended up buying. So sometimes seeing things in person is so different from seeing them online. So if you can shop in store, I always encourage people to do that. Anyway, it's the Too Faced Christmas Cookie Holiday Party Set. And I will be very honest, when I saw this on the Sephora website, I was like, it looks okay. I didn't really understand. It just looked like 3 different little palettes, which is fine. But I didn't understand how they kind of coordinated or how it worked or what it looked like. So I thought I would give you an opportunity, since I didn't fully understand it, to let's just open it and see what the whole thing looks like. So this is the packaging, and I'll show you the back of the box like this, which shows you the 20 shade main eyeshadow palette. Then there's a 6 shade smaller palette, 3 shade face palette, pretty much blush, bronzer, highlight. I think a Better Than Sex mascara. Would it be a Too Faced set if there wasn't a Better Than Sex mascara? It's always in there. And also a mini of the Gingerbread Man melted lip. So that's what the packaging looks like if you're in store and you see it and you're not sure what's what. And I'm just going to really open it right here. I have not opened mine yet, but I did look at it in store. Oh, and I forgot there's a shadow insurance. I've never used this. Shoot, I already put eyeshadow primer on. Otherwise, I would be trying this too. So a little shadow insurance from Too Faced, which has been around a long time. The little melted matte gingerbread lip. It's a little warm, little orange for me. But in a case like this where it's part of a set and I can just try out a mini, I thought I'd give it a try. So here is the palette. I want to show you how it's packaged. So it's packaged like this. And you can see the omnipresent Better Than Sex mascara. But I wanted to show you kind of what it looked like when you take it out. So this is what it looks like. I mean, Too Faced, they know how to do packaging and they know how to do cute. I don't think there's any denying that. So here's how it works. So this is the main palette. This is the face palette, and this is the little 6 shade palette I was talking about, and they are magnetized. So this is holding onto that with a magnet, and the front door and the little gingerbread man are magnetized, and they hold on to this palette. I just think it was clever, and I don't remember them doing a palette in this style before. They've certainly done breakaway palettes, you know, where there's 3 and they kind of coordinate, but I don't know that they've actually magnetized together and made kind of a full little ensemble piece like this. And I just think it was clever and cute, and the packaging really kind of caught my eye. And then when I kind of looked at the shades and swatched the shades, I thought I would give it a try, because you may or may not be familiar with the fact that a lot of people, at least, think that when Too Faced releases one of their palettes, like the chocolate bar palette or last year's gingerbread spice palette that come in the tin packaging, the long tin packaging, a lot of people say that the formula in those is a better formula than typically these kind of cardboard multiple color palettes that Too Faced releases, particularly around the holidays. So I thought we would give that a try and see what the quality of these shadows is. This was, and I should have said the price, this was $59 for this set. The new palette that's coming out in the tin packaging this year is Gingerbread, is it Extra Spicy or Extra Spice? I feel like it's Extra Spicy, and that is $49. So it's not like one replaces the other or the colors are identical, but I'm just giving you a sense of price. So this whole set was $59. So let's do the door. We'll do the door first, which I think in itself is just so cute, such a cute palette. Open it up, and 'tis the season to sparkle is what it says. Oh, there's those plastic things, which I keep, everyone else throws out. And you can see very evidently in this little palette that it is Glitter City, like serious glitter. So you've got 2 mattes down here to kind of anchor whatever look you might want to do with this, and then 4 legitimate, like, gritty glitters. Now, I have not swatched these since I got it. Obviously, I just opened it, but I did swatch it in store. So I thought we'd give this a little swatch and see. So this down here, this is On a Roll and Can't Catch Me. I'm just going to do them right here. On a Roll, catch, ooh, that can't catch me, swatched very nicely and on a roll, as is often true with me, is a fairly light color, and those don't show up terribly well on camera because I'm so light. So let's just try these glitters and see. So this one is called Frost Yourselves. Doesn't feel too gritty at the moment. Miss Kringle. I'm gonna do two at a time. So Frost Yourselves, like that. And Miss Kringle. So you can see those are, I mean, they are glitter, glitter, glitter. Like if I wipe these off, and I did this at the store, there's gonna be glitter flying everywhere. This is Snow Pink over here. And All My Wishes is this one. That one feels particularly gritty, if you want to say that. So All My Wishes. I mean, they're swatching like with glitters swatch. That one's swatched pretty well. Here, I want to go back to this Snow Pink because I didn't do a terribly good job on that. This is Snow Pink. There we go. So there's Snow Pink and All My Wishes. Snow Pink, All My Wishes. So that's what it looks like. And you can see, I mean, those are glitters. I'm already, can you see my hand? I'm already getting fallout from those. So that's going to be one of those kind of personal preference things. Some people adore glitter. Some people don't want glitter on their face at all, or at least not on their eyes when it is like chunky actual glitter. And that's just a personal preference thing. But like if I wipe this, you can see like the color goes away and the glitter kind of stays. If I was going to wear a glitter, which I doubt that I actually will, I would definitely use some kind of sticky base, like a glitter glue, or maybe the one from NYX, they have a glitter primer as well. So anyway, that was the little door palette. Plastic back in there to keep the glitter from flying all over. I do love the two mattes. Let me see. Oh, I want to see what's scented. Now they say they're scented like gingerbread. I don't get it. I get more of a, almost a Play-Doh cocoa, maybe. I don't get gingerbread, and I love gingerbread. The big palette is right here. We're going to swatch this also. And I'm still full of glitter. So maybe I should have done the glitter second. Possibly, yes. I look a bit like a snow globe. I'm all covered in glitter. Okay, so this is the main part of the house, if you want to call it that. And it's a 20 pan palette. And these are the shades. No mirrors on these, by the way. There's the inside. Pull the plastic off so you can see a little better. So there's what it looks like. Too Faced always has fun with the names on colors and that kind of thing. I think we'll do 4 at a time, and we'll go across to make it simple. So we start with Snow Fake. Oh, that feels pretty soft. Sled No One Ever. Santa's Favorites. And That's My Jam. I am not a swatch master. I never said I would be. So let's just do those 4 to get an idea. Now, I mean, those swatched pretty well. Pretty well. I'm not disappointed in those. And then we've got Cream Filling, Icing on Top, Nooks and Cranberries, and Ginger Bells. Great names. Too Faced is really good at that. So, there, 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 there. That's the next 4. This one, oh, I still have a lot on my finger. I don't know. That could have been operator error on that swatch. So there's the first 8. Third row is I Love Yule, Tinseltown, Cinemagic. Oh, and this one, I should have used the other finger. Secret Santa. Secret Santa is that one. They look pretty good, I must say. So there are the next 4. Next row is Oh Snap. I feel like that was a color in one of their palettes last year. Oh Snap, Don't Hate, Decorate, Get Elfed Up, and What a Batch. Here's the next one. Ooh, that's swatched very nicely. These are kind of surprising me a little bit, because I too have had that kind of not always thinking that the cardboard palette swatched quite as nicely as the tin ones. This one is kind of, I don't know, this is swatching better than I anticipated, actually. And then the last row is Drink Up, Grinches, Kiss and Caramel, Hot and Coal, that feels dry to me, and Easy Bake Lovin'. Don't you just wonder, like, would it be fun to sit around at Too Faced and name shadows? Like, that would be that's what I used to tell people I wanted to do for a living, was name makeup, but at that time, it was not a job, really, that you could have. Or at least I didn't think it was. So there we go. Those are the remaining 12. I wouldn't say this is a groundbreaking color story, but I will say they swatch nicely. So here are all the colors now that they've been swatched. So you can get a better sense of the overall color story. And you know, they've got some pretty basic neutrals in here. We've got this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and then we've got some pops of color. I think it's a nice, and like this cool color down here, I think they did a nice job. I see midtones, I see dark shades, I see, you know, some lighter shades. It's a 20-gram palette, meaning each of these shadows is 1 gram each, which is essentially the same as if you ordered one of ColourPop's palettes. Those shadows are typically about 1 gram each as well. So size-wise, you know, especially for a holiday set where things are usually a little bit, you know, not as bountiful, that to me seems fair. And I want to swatch the face colors also. This is the Roof, and the Roof is the face palette, which looks like this. I would think, you know, if you have a very, I don't know that a deep skin tone is going to get a lot out of this. I don't even know on my light skin what that pink is going to show up like, truthfully. So here's the bronzer. Wow, that's almost dark for me. The blush is pretty but fairly light, and then there's, ooh, did the highlight come off at all? Just barely. I'm gonna get a little more of that highlight and see. Highlight is called Get Frosted, which, at least on my swatch, I'm not seeing a whole lot. I can see, there we go. Those are the swatches, and I thought we would actually do a quick look with these to give you a sense of how they really perform. I want to start with the face colors because I'm most curious about those, because I feel like the bronzer might be too dark. The blush is going to show up, but I don't know how much. I am not a big bronze person at all. I rarely bronze up. It's just not my thing. But you know, I don't mind doing it. So I'm just kind of, you know, putting this around the perimeter, a little bit in the hollows of my cheeks. I'm just mainly trying to see what this color looks like on me because I'm pretty light. Take it kind of across here. A little bit on the chin. I'm looking in the mirror. This is a warmer bronzer than I would typically choose, and I'm not taking any great like pains to make this perfect at all. I'm just kind of trying it on here. It's a little warmer than I would usually use. I can use it though on my skin tone. The blush just looks to me, I don't know, for me even, it looks like it's not going to show up, and I'm pretty light, so if you're much darker than me, I don't know. I'm going to look in the mirror here for this. Oh, it's fine. It's nice. I like it. Like, I would wear this blush. I will wear this blush. But I mean, I would purchase a blush this color. I like pink blush, generally speaking. So there's a sense of the blush. That was my e.l.f. blush brush, by the way. And I'm just going to use that same brush for this. I'm curious about this highlight. Let's see what we get here. I don't usually use a ton of highlight. So what do we think? Do we see that? I usually like to pop a little right here. So let's see. No, you can see it. I don't know. I don't know that it's making an enormous difference to the look. It's pretty in the pan. And maybe this one on deeper skin tones would show up better. So there's the face products. All three are usable for me. They felt nice. They're not crazy pigmented. You know, the bronzer didn't go on so heavy that I felt uncomfortable putting it on or anything like that. and let's do the eyes. So I'm not even sure what I'm going to go in with here. I definitely want to try a matte and a shimmer just to give you a sense of how things are working. So let's just do something that would be kind of predictable. I'm going to go with this Oh Snap in the crease. Helps if I look in the mirror a little bit, because I think I kind of went a little crazy with that. Pretty color, getting good. Good immediate color payoff, I would say. You know, I'm not like dipping back in. I feel like it's blending pretty well too. And as I said, I'm not doing any like big, intense, detailed look, because this is really about the products. It's not about my final look so much. Just to give you an idea of how these things apply. Because if you're thinking about this palette, which I was not, but if you're thinking about it and you think, oh, I might like to try all those things, you know, you want to kind of know not just the colors or what's in there or the cost, but do they work decently? You know, are you just going to get something cute that you're never going to use because it's not good quality? I don't think that's the case. I'm just explaining that's kind of my reasoning for doing this kind of a try on and that kind of thing. Ginger Bells is kind of a shimmer. I'm going to put that all over the lid. Ooh, that picked up a lot. Can you see that? There's a little bit of dust in the pan there. And I'm being gutsy and not... Oh my gosh, this has really good... I am impressed. I'm not dipping in very much, but it's giving me quite a bit of color there. So that was Ginger Bells right here. And the first color, I should just remind you, was Oh Snap. And again, I'm getting kick up in the pan on these. That doesn't particularly bother me. You can just tap off your brush. I don't think that's the end of the world, but it bothers some people. And if that's not your thing, then be aware of that. I think I'm going to go in with this Tinseltown shade. Has a bit of a pink, just a slight pink, almost a duochrome. It's a little tough to tell, but I'm just going to put this right here on the lid. Let's see what we think. So that was just 3 shades, and I tried to use different finishes from the palette. Like I said, this one had a little bit of shimmer in it. This one clearly was a straight up shimmer, and then Oh Snap was a matte. I'm going to blow this off. So a little bit of kick up in the pan. It was nothing I can't deal with, like that level of powderiness or whatever. Oh, I don't know. Do I want to try any of these glitters? I don't think I do. This is very cute. I think I'll use the mattes, actually. I like these 2 matte shades, but I think realistically I'm not going to use these glitters. At least not on my eyes. I get kind of, especially since I wear contacts, I think, So those are going to be pretty to look at for me, and I'll use the mattes, but I don't think realistically I'm going to use the glitters. So if you're kind of like, well, then what's the point of getting it? I understand that. So let's put it back together. Door. Whoops. Door. House. So there we are, the Christmas cookie house party. I think it's adorable from Too Faced. Here's just quick try on of the products. I feel good about these products. The ones that I tried, I thought were nice. I thought they were really nice, and I didn't expect them to be quite that good. I swatched them in store, but you know, you're kind of in a rush and you don't really get a chance to look all that carefully. The face colors, you know, that's going to depend on skin tone a lot. It's only 3 shades. It's a pale blush. I didn't get a lot out of the highlight, but again, not a deal breaker for me because I like so much of the rest of it. Oh, should I try you know what? Should I try the mascara and the lip too? I don't know if this lip's going to work because I did a pretty cool eye. But what the heck? Let's do the whole thing. You've probably seen Better Than Sex mascara. It's got that hourglass shaped wand. Some people love this. Some people aren't that into it. There's nothing wrong with this mascara, but I don't get the buzz about this mascara. I don't feel like it does a ton for me. There's nothing wrong with this mascara, but it does not encourage me to spend $20 on a full tube. But that is one of the nice things about getting some of these holiday sets is you get to try mini sizes of things that you might otherwise not try at all. So, and this, I don't think this is going to go with my look, but I will try it on in the interest of science, in the interest of makeup. So let's see here. Oh, it smells really good. Now this smells kind of like gingerbread. Not going for perfection here. I'm just going for showing you the stuff. So this is a warmer shade than I would typically wear, and it's not a shade I would probably wear with the, I wouldn't wear this shade with this look. It's a pretty shade. Actually, I like this shade better than I thought that I would. Okay, so there we go. That is the whole set. I think it's adorable. For me, this was a complete surprise. I didn't expect to like this. I didn't even expect to look at it. And those are kind of my favorite things, when I find something that I really don't know that I'm going to have any interest in, and then I find out that it's much better than I expected. And you know, you get the, as I said, the lip and the shadow insurance and the Better Than Sex mascara too. So I think for me, this was a good purchase. I'm really pleased that I got it. And if this interests you and you were curious about it, and you know, my kind of going through it helped you decide whether or not you'd care to spend your money on it, I really hope that's the case, because that's why I'm here. And thank you so much for hanging out and talking makeup. I love to do this, and I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you soon.